Hi, we're Team Chapstick. I'm Johan.
Irene.
Hi, I'm Brendan.
I'm Cesar.
I'm Samuel.
I'm Emma.
So before we start the presentation, we want to play a quick video.
So the audio is not currently working, but in the video, this user is expressing how she has difficulty opening the chapstick. And so at the end, you can see that she can't open it and ask for help at the end.
Yep. So this situation in the video is actually more common than you think. 52 million adults in the United States have arthritis, and for adults that are 65 or older in age, the likelihood that they have arthritis is 50%. So Irene is going to go into our problem space.
So a lot of arthritis patients have difficulty with daily tasks that we often take for granted, and one of them is using chapstick. So patients in retirement homes, they often suffer from chapped lips, which represents a need for chapstick, and they also have poor motor function, so that it can make traditional chapstick hard to hold because it's so small or slippery or circular. And then also the caps for chapstick can be lost, especially if they open it and set it down, and it can roll off. So this is our final design that we came up with. It's an add-on to the chapstick. Basically, it takes the place of the existing cap, and you can just place it on. It has a hole, and then we'll go over it later on. So to begin, we created our user persona, Mr. Smith. He lives in a retirement community, and he suffers from acute arthritis in his fingers and hands, and he also has poor eyesight.
Throughout our entire project, we are very fortunate to work with the Clairwood House retirement community, where we got to interact with a lot of users similar to our user persona. And so to gain a better understanding of our project, we first conducted primary research. We went to the retirement community and brought 3 different types of chapsticks. So we have the traditional chapstick, the lipstick style chapstick, and the EOS chapstick, which is a relatively new type of chapstick. And so from our visit, we asked our users to share their experiences with these different chapsticks, and we gathered 4 different key insights. First of all is that color contrast helps identify the different components of a chapstick. The other key insight that we gathered is familiarity actually aids usage. We initially expected that the EOS chapstick would be the easiest to use for arthritis patients because they could utilize their palm to twist open the chapstick. However, contrary to our beliefs, the traditional chapstick was actually the most highly regarded because they were more familiar with the design. Our third key insight is that larger size improves grip. Arthritis patients have a hard time pinching down on small objects, so having something that is larger in design will help them in terms of their usage. And lastly, a very interesting key insight that we gained was that gender has a slight influence on usage. Some users regarded that many women have been using cosmetics for their entire lives, so they're more familiar with something like a chapstick or lipstick, whereas men who are traditionally less familiar or uses less cosmetics have a harder time using something like a chapstick. And so the key insights lead us to our how can we statement. How can we enable arthritis patients to autonomously open, dispense, and apply chapstick on a daily basis?
So after synthesizing our key insights with our how can we statement, our group came out with 5 measures of success. So first of all, we want our design to allow for easy opening and easy dispersing of the cap, so that our users can just have a really smooth time opening the caps and applying the chapsticks without any aid. And also we want to make sure that our design is easy and intuitive to use, meaning that even though we're adding something on the existing chapstick design, it's still easy for our users to apply it and doesn't change their habits of applying chapsticks that were developed from like a long time ago. So just to summarize, we have 2 main design goals. The first one is an add-on design that's already attached to an existing design, meaning that we're not designing anything new, just trying to modify something that's already there to make it a better experience for our users. Our second design goal is design intuition, meaning that it's easy and intuitive for our users to apply, and it doesn't interfere with our users' other daily activities.
So this basically shows the evolution of our design. We started with pipe cleaners being the little loop at the top. We moved on to, zip ties. Yeah, we used zip ties for the little loop, and then we moved to 3D printing. And I think it's being passed around. There's 3 different sizes yet. So we basically began with the medium fidelity for the prototype of zip ties. I guess it could be low, medium, depending on your opinion. We basically took this one, we took the normal one, the one everyone knows, and we took the lipstick style one. The 2 on the right, or I guess on the left for y'all. So we basically had these 3. We would go up to the person, and we had a testing procedure set up. We would give the person each one of the chapsticks, switching up the order for each person. We would tell them to open, dispense, and close the chapstick, and basically check off if they could do all 3 of them. After doing this, we would get into specific questions such as which one did you think was easier, why, what do you like about specific designs, and those were just some of the examples of the questions we used. And these 2 gifts basically show the people we talked to using our designs. And now Sam will talk about our results.
Yeah, so from our testing, we had 5 key users, and out of these 5, 4 out of 5 utilized our design. Now that counts as either using it as we intended, putting their finger inside the loop to leverage the top and pull it off, or using the top as a sort of grip in order to have a wider cap to pull off. And in addition, 4 out of 5 users ranked our chapstick as the easiest to use, both to open and close, out of the 3 we presented, the traditional, the lipstick, and our prototype. And the 5th user, who didn't use our chapstick according to how we intended it to be used, and didn't use the top at all, after we explained how it worked, they changed their answer, and they said that ours was the easiest. And in addition, all 5 users opened our chapstick quicker than the other 2. So next steps is going to be refining our existing prototypes. What we tested with this morning were our first 3D printed copies, and in addition, we weren't able to test with one of the CAD drawings that we had that didn't print quite to our satisfaction, so we want to experiment with that. One issue that we're having is, although the chapstick cap fits some chapsticks at this point, we need to slightly modify our dimensions in order to make sure it fits all chapsticks in the future. We also want to determine how we're going to manufacture. 3D printing on the machines at school is pretty slow, so finding if we need a different machine or some other method of manufacturing is going to be in the near future. And then additionally, after we figure all this out, we want to distribute to Clarewood, get our prototype in the hands of users. So I want to say thank you from our team to Dr. Wettergreen, in addition to Stacy Dodson, Shannon Fife, the Clarewood retirement home. We couldn't have done any of our testing without them. We went there 3 times. They were very accommodating. And in addition, the studio leads who are great and do so much for us. Thank you all, and now we'll open up to questions.
Yes.
So I guess I need to wait when I see it. So that doesn't become the cap, it opens the cap?
Both.
It's both?
Yeah.
So, yeah, so, I mean, so I'm Stacy Dawson, I'm Shannon Fife. So, okay, and so it's airtight, and did you test how long it, like, kept the chapstick good when it becomes the cap?
We did not.
Okay.
No.
Good job.
So does it help address like twisting the bottom of the traditional?
So it doesn't modify the bottom at all. So that would be the same.
Is that part of the second round?
Ideally, yeah,
Yeah.
it would be. Yeah.
And what about cost? Like, do you have any idea of what that
Yes.
Do all chapstick lids have like the same like measurement around them?
They do not, but in an ideal world, well, no. Actually, so it's possible to make it such that it accommodates all different circumferences of caps. It's very difficult in words to describe that. At least I can't do it, but yeah. Basically, Mike Waugh, who's here somewhere, he basically designed, it uses like inclined planes inside of the cap, and you can put it inside, and based on how the inclined planes are like positioned, it accommodates different circumferences of the cap. Like I said, very difficult in words to describe, but if you see a picture, it makes sense. Yes.
So will each user get the 3 different size, like they get 3 of them, like each size one?
Yeah, so the question was, would the users get different sizes? Ideally, we have the inclined plane prototype, so they wouldn't need different sizes. It just all works.
For the ring?
The ring.
Yeah.
There's no different size ring. Different size rings.
Oh. You were passing around 3 different types. Right?
Oh, those are just 3 different,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Did any of the users comment that this kind of ring, it like resembles a marriage ring almost?
Yeah, so the question was if the users commented on it resembling a marriage ring, and that was actually something that we noticed at the retirement home. For the most part, everyone was married, or at least had a marriage a ring or a band. And in our original prototype with the zip tie, which we kind of call the horseshoe in the middle, no one really used that design. So we realized that people used rings, and we made it more ring-like. Yeah.
Do you think you'd add like a little jewel on top?
Well, if you flip it upside down, you can make the chapstick the jewel.
Wow.